Alright, guys, welcome to my RLCS 2025 Major 1, also known as the Birmingham Major, predictions. So, we're gonna go through and predict which teams, or team, I guess, I guess we'll also decide how the teams perform in general, but which team will win it all. I'm excited. The tournament is in about 2 weeks' time. I think it's going to be the weekend in 2 weeks' time. I'm recording this on Friday, the 14th of March. And actually, we can check out because I have this tab open, right? This is the Liquipedia page for the Birmingham Major. And it starts the 27th of March. So that is almost in exactly 2 weeks' time. It starts on Thursday. That makes sense, actually, because Worlds and Major 2 also, or last year, also started on the they also started on Thursday. That makes sense. And then the last 2 days will be the playoff stage. So the first 2 days, I'm pretty sure, are like the Swiss stage, right? Which is this stage. So I'm very very excited to get into it. And it's only 2 weeks away. Can you believe it? Oh, I'm very excited. It's gonna be good to see like who's the best team in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? We all saw how it went with Worlds last time, and since then there's been a lot of stuff happening, a lot of changes in teams, and also um, a lot of different things than expected happening. I guess different teams than you'd expect performing well and not performing so well. We're gonna get into it. I mean, I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm trying not to make it too long. Last video went on for way longer than I was expecting it to. It went on for almost 2 hours, but we shall see. So yeah, 27th of March. I'm recording this 14th. We'll upload it as soon as possible. Maybe later today, actually. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know when I'll upload it, but I'll upload it at some point. All right. So yeah. Do you just get right into the prediction and then talk about the different teams as we go along? Yeah. So sure, let's start it off right away, right? We've been through this before. If you don't know what's going on, if you don't know the predictions, how the predictions work, I mean, it's simple. This is the Swiss stage, best of five, and if you make it through, make it through. You lose 3 times, you're out. Basically, it's that easy. If you lose 3 series, you're out. If you win 3 series, you're into the playoff stage or the main event, which is over here. And this works the exact same way as it did in the Worlds. So you have the Swiss number 1 seed and 4 seed playing against each other, and then 2 seed, number 3 seed playing against each other. And the winner of these two series goes on to the semifinals directly. If you don't understand how it works, I'll explain it more thoroughly in the Worlds video, so you can check that out if you want to or not. I don't know. It's not that complicated anyway. You'll see it as we go along. And we also have a 1v1 event happening. So Moxie from Europe beating Jolly in the best of seven, and close series there. And Yan from South America, he was his wins were a bit more comfortable coming into this, winning against Mara and KB want to get here. So we're gonna be seeing Yanks versus or Yanks Yan or I mean Yan XNZ whatever against Moxie. Moxie also a French player by the way. So many incredible French players. We're also gonna be seeing them take a 1v1 series in a best of seven in at Worlds. I'm excited to see it. We could have had Jolly too, but I think Jolly, honestly, you're better off just focusing on your team and making sure Carmine Corp wins the 3v3 event. You know what I mean? Leave Moxie, who is not part of any major team right now. Leave him for the 1v1. Yan, he's gonna focus on both the 1v1 and the 3v3 with his team, which is Furia. That's this team, by the way. Furia. That's this team, right, Yan? So Yan's got a lot to focus on. Mox has nothing to focus on. No 3-3 pressure. You can only focus on the 1v1. Let's do it. So if you're wondering what the other regions are, this major is only going to be Europe and South America, I believe. But we're also whereas the next play is we're going to see North America and some of the other regions. So for now, this is how it's going to be this major, I believe. I don't know the full scope. I haven't been following the 1v1 super closely. I've seen some series here and there. Um, but I've been following along super closely because I'm more interested in the 3v3. In the 3v3 stage. But I guess we can predict the 1v1 while we're here. Let's have a tough series between Moxie and Yan. I think Moxie wins. There we go. Our champion is Moxie from France. The French, they're going strong, right? I mean, they are. I think it's hard to argue against France being the current best country in the world at Rocket League. It's really hard to argue against it. Speaking of the French, Carmine Corp, the Blue Wall. I say that even though only one player in Carmine Corp is actually French. There's the other one's Belgian, and the third one is from Morocco, who's lived in Canada for several years. Actually, I found that out recently that he's lived in Canada for like 9 years. So, and him being 17 or whatever, that's basically half his life, more than half his life. So yeah, he's basically from NA. No, I'm joking. But yeah. But Karmic Corp is still a French organization, still a French team, and Vatira, the only French player, is still a great, great player, right? He was also part of the 1v1 for a while, and then he got beat, so he did not make it to the semifinals. But Atto did. His teammate did. Atto and Jolly both made it to the semifinals. Jolly even made it to the grand finals, beating Juicy. But anyway, the first series you have is Carmine Corp versus Wildcard. If you guys don't know Wildcard, I also don't. I haven't been following along with the OCE, RLCS split that much. I heard it's been a bit wild, but Wildcard is the number one OCE seed coming in from OCE with Fever, Toro Sauce, and Banana Head. I believe it's no similar because I believe they didn't have Banana Head last time. Still Jim as their coach. Chiefs, yeah, because Chiefs took in Reziers from Germany onto their team. And Freaky is their coach. Well, I was not expecting that. But yeah, Chiefs is the number 2 seed from OCE. So Karmi Corp, number 1 seed from EU, playing against Wildcard again, the number 1 seed from OCE. No offense. I mean, I should be expected. This is 3-0. Karmi Corp, arguably the best team in the world right now. They were dominating EU, winning every single series, the entire split. The only series they lost, unbelievably enough, they got swept by GK. That was one of the craziest days in RLCS ever. If you weren't a part of that, bro, you missed out. And in NA, something similar happened with where are they at? Gen G. That's next series. Oh my goodness, Gen G, bro. They took over like 2 crazy weekends in a row. GK doing a crazy run, and Gen G also doing a crazy run, beating Team Ultimates in the grand finals and everything, taking the number 3 seed from Complexity. So now Complexity is the number 4 seed coming into this major. Absolutely crazy, crazy stuff. If you were not following the last day of the RLCS Open for both NA and EU, you really missed out on big, big things. I mean, I did not believe GK was gonna do that crazy run. I thought, okay, they were gonna win one series, win another series. No, they swept every single series. They went 12-0. They went crazy. And Gen G did something similar, kind of replicate that. Both super unlikely things to happen. Both of them clinched the major. It was epic, bro. And we were all expecting like Genji. Oh, they're not gonna beat Team Ultimates, right? They're gonna lose in the grand finals, and then they're gonna have to play against SSG to decide who's gonna be the number 4 seed coming into the major. But Genji, like, nope, we're just gonna win the grand finals. I remember watching it live. So many people were saying Genji should just come on, just get swept and get into the series against SSG because everyone expecting Ultimates to win. And Ultimates were heavy, heavy, heavy favorites, right? And Genji just won it in game 6. Dude, I don't think it even went to game 7, right? Did it? We can check. I don't think he even went to game 7. I think they straight up won in game 6, if I remember correctly. They were going crazy. Look at open 3. Look at this. No, it did go to game 7. Okay, I don't remember. I didn't remember it that well. Alright, but fair enough. But still, I remember, like, bro, Genji was going crazy. But the GK run to me was even crazier, in my opinion. Like, I think the GK run, the fact I had zero hope for them. Genji, I always knew they had a potential. I just knew there was like a decent team. But yeah, man. Unfortunately, they still get beat by NRG. That's the number 1 team from NA. So unfortunately, Genji, I think, I still think it's gonna be a 3-2 simply because NRG on LAN and even online, they always start off a little bit slow. I'm not the only one to notice that, right? Like Daniel will be like their best player, but Beast Mode will be sleeping, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Beast Mode can't be sleeping day one in LAN. Beast Mode goes crazy day three in LAN, right? We saw it in Major 2. If Beast Mode plays as good as he did in Major 2, NRG can win it all. No cap. But we'll see, man. I think on day one, they might look a little bit sleepy, but I do think they can still win in a game five situation against Tunji. I do still think they got it. So yeah, Falcons against Team Secret. Team Secret number two seed from South America. I do think I'm not gonna do that is a three. We could give it a 3-1, but I trust in Falcons to get a 3-0 here. There you go. Team Secret. Let me just refresh ourselves on who they were again, the players. Kevion, Mod, and Swift. Mod, we just saw him in Kevion as well. We just saw them in the 1v1 bracket. Swift is a new player though. He's new to Team Secret. Okay, interesting. I haven't been following too close along the South America region. I've mostly been following EU, NA, and Middle East. So don't know what's going on with South America. I probably should be following more closely along with South America. I just don't have the time to. So busy in my daily life. But yeah, also I've not been following with the APAC region or the SSA region or the OCE regions. But those three regions are typically a little bit worse, right? Like they're not none of those regions have teams that are as good as like a Furia. Like Furia, like at least is a great team. Falcons is a great team, right? Both you can argue being like high tier teams, right? Both can win this major if they go crazy. Whereas I don't think any of the OCE, SSA, or APAC teams could do that. OCE, as long as they've been in the scene in RLCS, they've never really made it to the grand finals and had a chance to win it all. Whereas I feel like Fury and Falcons both have done that, and Falcons has actually succeeded in doing that before, so they won FIFA E, right? So yeah, next we have Vitality and Twisted Mind. Now, Twisted Mind, I don't know if you guys have been following along with the MENA RLCS this split, but Twisted Minds are going crazy. They took the Open 2 from Falcons. They won Open 2, right? Falcons did win Open 3 in the end, but it was a crazy back and forth because yeah, Falcons won the first Open, Twisted Minds won the second Open, and then Falcons won the third Open. So Twisted Minds is a great team. They definitely are world class. They can beat some of the best teams in the world. They've proven that in the fact that they keep close series against Falcons and even beat them at one point. Vitality, I don't know how they're gonna come into this, man. I don't think they had the best split. I think like they're gonna go into this major thinking like, how can we do better? I don't know. Maybe they'll step up, but I think yeah, they lost Dignitas in Open 2, and then they lost to someone again in Open 3. I don't remember exactly, but I remember them losing Open 3. Like I remember thinking like, man, Vitality would have wanted a better result in this Open. We can check it out here real quick. But I remember them losing in play. Was it to Oh, they lost to Carmine Corp. Okay, that's acceptable. I thought they lost like NIP or something. No, they did win against NIP. I losing to Carmine Corp is acceptable. But I mean, it was a 4-1 though. Like, come on, like they didn't want to get decimated, and you can already see, by the way, the incredible run GK had. This Sunday they went 12-0, by the way, 4-0 Redemption, which I mean, okay, Redemption not the best team ever, but if Redemption's given all the teams around their money in this stage over here, right? Like, okay, never mind. Maybe they were not. They were only giving Star Fast Forward. Okay, Dignitas swept them too. Okay, never mind. Never mind. All right, maybe Deep Sea Redemption is not that bad. But the fact that they swept Dignitas, I was like, no freaking way. And then they swept Carmine Corp. This one, I was like, that's unbelievable. That's not happening, and they did it. That was crazy. But yeah, I guess it was mostly Open 2 or Vitality lost. But it's not just that they lost against Dignitas. It's the fact that they've lost against Carmine Corp like 5 times in a row now. They lost to them in the off season, and then throughout the entire split, they've not won a single series against Carmine Corp. They went to Game 7 that one time, super close Game 7 overtime, and then Carmine Corp won anyway. So Vitality, they'll really need to get their head straight for this major and find a way to beat this Carmine Corp team, or at least hope that they don't have to beat Carmine Corp in the grand finals if they make it that far. So yeah, but I think it's gonna be a really close series. I think a lot of people might go into this underestimating Twisted Minds because they've been paying attention to Mina and how good they've been looking against Falcons. Genuinely, three. I give it to Vitality, but I think it's a 3-2. I think it's gonna be a close series. Next, we have Fury versus Chiefs. I think we'll give Chiefs one game. Like Fury sometimes will lose games here and there out of nowhere, but they should have this in the back comfortably. Chiefs are should not be put in that much of a struggle. From what I see, like I don't know. OC's been kind of wilding though. Wait, why are we here? There we go. But yeah, Fiber is a great player though. I've always been impressed by Fiber. I don't know how good the team is with Raziers, but yeah, okay. Next with Dignitas against Complexity. I think this could be a good series. Complexity is a bit weird though, because sometimes they do really good, but whenever they match up against Energy, they always get swept. They always just get destroyed by Energy. They cannot figure Energy out at all. And they do also have one of the best 1v1 players in Diaz, which makes you wonder, because Diaz is Brazilian, no? Oh, I was gonna say, why wasn't Diaz playing in the South American 1v1 tournament? But I think he's going to play in the North American 1v1 tournament because he's in NA right now. Complexity is a Complexity is a North American team right now. They're playing the NA region, so I think Diaz is going to play in the North American 1v1 split. Makes sense. Against Dignitas, the number 2 seed, I think. I think they managed to overtake Abstract Druids and Stizzy. I think they managed to overtake Team Vitality, didn't they? Can we check it out here, or do we have to go to the rankings? I think we have to go to the rankings. I think they're the number 2 seed from Yuna. I think they took it from. No, it's still Vitality. Never mind. Never mind. It's still yeah. But Dignitas winning against Vitality in Open 2 was huge. And GK with that crazy run is still unbelievable to me. Yeah, Complexity coming as the number 4 seed. Dignitas coming as the number 3 seed. But I do think. Oh, I think it's gonna be a close series too. I don't know. And this is his first LAN, isn't it? I think it's his first LAN. Ooh. Joris is a good player. But actually, nah, I give it to Dignitas. Because Joris, during the Swiss stage, he's a friggin' madman, bro. He's like the best player in the world in the playoff stage. We've seen it time and time again. I believe in him to do it again. I still think it's going to be a close series. Complexity is a great team. But I think Joris is going to go crazy. And when ultimately you like help them win it. Ultimates and Luminosity. Luminosity is the APAC team, right? Yeah, it's the APAC team with Sphinx being from Malaysia, right? Yeah. The only APAC player there, which I'm fine with. What's really unacceptable is this team. Yeah, VK Salen. Nobody, every RLCS watcher dreads the name VK Salen. This is the really unacceptable team to be hearing from SSA. I cannot believe that FUT is here, FUT Esports, whatever that team is. Because it's like a team full of Spanish players, European players that took a spot from SSA. I think that's crazy, but yeah, I think with Luminosity it's a bit more understandable because at least they have one actual Malaysian player, so one Asia Pacific player, and SOS and Catalysm are just from Canada and Germany, like they're from EU and NA. Well, that's a bit more acceptable for me. Um, I don't think they have a shot against Ultimates. Come on now, number 2 seed coming in from NA. Come on now. They even beat NRG in the latest Open, so they're coming into this hot. I think, yes, they lost to Genji in Game 7, but I think Ultimate's gonna come into this hot. I think they're like hyping themselves up. Like they won against NRG. They know they can win against some of the best teams and just straight up the best teams in the world. I think they're gonna come in hot. I don't think they're gonna let Luminosity take a single game off. And GK, honestly, FUT, just we don't like you. We want you to lose. I think they're gonna lose. I think GK goes through 3, yeah, 3-0. GK, come on, continue your crazy run, GK. We believe in you. Okay, next up we have. So now we can see the scoreboard already. FUT and Luminosity both getting swept, so they're like down the bottom. Wait, are they the only teams get swept? Yeah, Team Secret also gets swept. Or is this going based off Bucol score? That's why. So we're gonna be going off of Bucol score. So we're going off of Okay. If you don't know what Bucol score is, I'll explain it in simple words. Um, it basically it gives you a ranking, like how good you are, based off how good teams that you've beaten are. Does that make sense? So like your score. So right now everyone's score is either -1 or +1. This makes sense because you're playing against teams. How to explain this? You're playing against a team. If you won against the other team, that means you beat a team that is doing bad, quote unquote, that have lost. So that's why your score goes down. Whereas if you lost, you lost against a team that has won, so your score goes up. It doesn't make sense in the first series, but as it goes on, the Buchel score makes more sense. So when you beat teams that are good, so for example, here in Wano, if Carmine Corps beat GK, who swept FUT, so GK has done well so far in the tournament. Carmine Corps vehicle score will increase a lot. I did not mean to do that. Carmine Corps, their score will increase a lot, and whereas GK score, it'll decrease, but it won't decrease that much because Carmine Corps is also a good team. They've also come in fresh from 3-0 in wildcard, right? So yeah. Speaking of which, I, I know GK is just coming fresh from sweeping Carmine Corp, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't see it happening again. I think we'll give him one game though. I do think GK has one game in it, but yeah, unfortunately, I think GK loses that one. So Carmine Corp goes through, and now you can see what happens to the big close score. So why is this score still -1? And why is wild card score is 2? Yeah, because lost against a team. They lost against a team that have now won twice. So like they're lost against a good team basically. So their Buchel score goes up. And then FUT score is 0. Right. So the score was 1, but they went to 0 because they lost against a team that then lost again against Carmine Corp. Now I mean, but I guess Carmine Corp's Buchel score doesn't increase or decrease. It doesn't change. So yeah, and the buccal score is that was ultimately determines your placing here. I believe it's determined by if first obviously series matters the most, and then I think buccal score matters more than game score. I think so. I could be wrong. We'll see as it goes along, but I think based off the fact that wildcard is currently at the top here at the buccal score of 2, despite every single person losing a series, and the fact that the FUT is at the bottom here, the buccal score of 0, I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. So both of these teams got 0-3, but because FUT, the team that FUT lost to, lost as well, their score remains 0, whereas their score remains 1 because they lost against a team that hasn't lost so far, right? That's how the Buccal score works. If you don't understand how it works, you can Google it. I try to explain in simple terms. It's really just it gives you a score based off how good the opponents that you beat or lost to are doing so far in the tournament. That's really it. So yeah, okay. NRG versus Ultimates. Ooh, that's gonna be a good series to watch. That's gonna be a good series to watch. Ultimates. They have just come off a freshman against NRG, and I think they did it pretty comfortably too. It's like 4-2 or something, wasn't it? Like it wasn't like a super close series if I remember correctly. And it didn't go to game 7 or anything. I think it was a 4-2. It was a 4-0. Damn! Damn! That was domination! Energy, I think that was their first time getting swept. Like ever. Not just like this split. Like open 1, open 2, open 3. But also last year, I don't think they ever got swept. That's crazy. Sweeping energy is a crazy feat. Okay, yeah, that's unbelievable. But I think that makes energy even more. They're gonna come into this even more like, alright, we gotta lock in. Like we 3-2 Genji, we gotta lock in. Okay, like we can't like get swept again. I think they're gonna figure out the ultimates, and I think they're gonna win. But I think it's gonna be a close series. I think ultimates gonna call timeout, but they're gonna lose in the end in game 5. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna be a good series to watch. So far, I'm only going with the favorites. You can tell here because whenever you go with the left side of the bracket, the left side of the bracket are the favorites to win. So you can see so far, I haven't gone for any upsets. I don't think any upsets are gonna happen right now so early on in the tournament. That's my prediction, but we shall see. Obviously, we never know. Next, we have Falcons and Dignitas. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh, the Dignitas have it in them. I don't know if Dignitas has it in him. Oh, you know what? Joris pops off in playoff. Not in playoff stage, in the Swiss stage. I think they got against Falcons. And by the way, Falcons, that's the team I had winning Worlds, and they didn't. Obviously, BDS won, but you know that's the that's Carmine Core player Jolly with the Vitality players Exotic and Monkey Moon. By the way, they won Worlds last time, but I think Jorius goes crazy, has a pop off performance. We see a 3-2 hike game. That is going to be my first upset. Falcons is still in it, by the way. So for any Falcons fans, don't worry. But it's just like I don't know. I think they get upset right here. I think it's gonna be a crazy series though. And again, I think another upset is happening for Furia. I think they get it. I think three. I think in even more dominant fashion, 3-1. I think Furia goes off. There we go. I love how I have two upsets happening in a row. Right after I said that. Oh yeah. I don't think I haven't had any upsets so far, but I think this 1-0 stage is where we see the first couple of upsets. I think so. But I mean, genuinely, I mean, Vitality to Furia. I actually think this could go either way. I can definitely see Vitality winning that too. That's crazy. And then taking those beating Falcons. Yeah, I mean, that's a realistic scenario in my head. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see Carmi. I see Carmi Corp just breezing through. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're just so good. And now you can see the updates in Buclo score as well and see how it looks. Um, and see how it works. So yeah. I think one example is we can't use any of these as an example because these two went 1-1. Yeah. But you can see that the ones with the higher Buclo score end up higher up, and the ones with the 0 Buclo score end up lower down. So yeah. So right now these teams are the worst teams because their Buclo score is low because they lost against teams that went on to lose. So this went losing against Vitality, and Vitality went on to lose. So that's why their Buclo score is at 0. Whereas these Buclo score is at 2 because the teams that they've lost against went on to keep winning. So Karmic Corp Energy, Furia, they kept on winning. Dignitas kept on winning. So Complexity isn't doing too bad. Yeah, that's how the Pico score works. But okay, let's not get too far into it. All right, wild card versus FUT. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's a sweep. FUT, like, not only is it likely to be a sweep, but also want it to be a sweep because FUT, I just want them out of the tournament. Nobody likes this team. I'm not someone that hates a team typically. I'm not really a hater for any specific team, but it's like a team that is coming to this tournament from the SSA region, even though they're European players, but they play in the SSA region because it's easier, and then they get into the major. I don't like it. I don't know, man. They should have competed in the EU region, just like every other European player, or not every other, but a lot of other, like the best European players, and actually prove themselves there, rather than going to an easier region. I don't know. Like I typically, even for teams that I don't know, I'm not rooting for, I still like wish them the best. I still like if they do well, I'm still like happy for them. You know what I'm saying? So, um, like I don't know what's an example team. Like I don't know Team Ultimates. I'm not exactly rooting for them. I don't if they win, but if they win, I'll be happy for them. Like yeah, congrats, Chronic, First Killer, LJ. Y'all deserved it. Y'all were the best team. 100%. I'll be with them. I support them. I support the fact that they won. But like I'm not gonna be a hater, right? If FUT obviously it's basically impossible for them to win, but if they win not the tournament, but if they might win a series. If they win a series, FUT, I'll be there like, eh. I won't support it. I'll be like, I wish they didn't win now. I just wanted to get 3-0'd out the tournament. We don't want you here. And I think yeah, wild card, regardless of whether I like FUT or not, I think wildcard's gonna sweep them anyways. I don't think. I don't. That wildcard is a good enough team to do that. I think. Maybe if it takes one game, but even that, like I don't know, wildcard's too good of a team to let that happen. I feel like Luminosity from the APAC region. I think Genji. Yeah, 3. Ooh, can they take a game off? Because this is Sosa and I don't know much about the Malaysian guy, but this is Sosa and who was it from Germany? Uh, Catalysm? I don't know Catalysm. I only know Sosa a little bit. Don't know much about Sphinx, but I'm actually currently watching Terror in Resonance. So Sphinx definitely comes into my mind when I think of Terror in Resonance, or Terror in Resonance comes in my mind when I think of Sphinx. That's kind of funny, actually. I should be thinking of Egypt because I did travel to Egypt last year, 2 years ago, last year. So I did go there and meet the Sphinx in Egypt and see the pyramids. That was cool. That was a cool time. But I'm actually thinking more of Terror Resonance because I'm watching that right now. Not right now, but like this past week I've been watching it. I watched 4 episodes. So Genji though, will they slip and lose a game? Ah, that's difficult. Hmm. And they've just come off losing. Nah, I think they 3-0. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Fine. Team Secret versus Complexity. Ooh, wow. Ooh. This is interesting too because Complexity has a player or 2 players from South America, so they'll be familiar with them too, right? What the heck is this? What's going on? Huh? Okay, there we go. Yeah, they have Raised Bull from Chile, and then they have Diaz from Brazil. So they'll be acquainted with the Team Secret players and CRR from Spain. So they'll be acquainted with the Team Secret players from South America. I think it's gonna be a close series. I actually think Team Secret's gonna give them a run for their money. I think it's gonna be a 3-2 for Complexity. I didn't mean to do that. I think it's gonna be a 3-2, but I think it's gonna be a close series. Actually, I can see Team Secret winning this. I can see it. I do think it's a realistic result, but that's what I have. And Twisted Mind Chiefs. I believe in Twisted Minds. Come on, 3-0. We believe in Twisted Minds. There we go. And then the Buccal score now should be all sorts of updated now. Because Wildcard, yeah, Wildcard won their series 3-0, so Karmic Core goes up to 0. Karmic Core right now are the number 1 team because they are. The Buccal score is even with Dignitas and NRG, but they've lost the least games. They've only lost 1 single game against GK. So yeah. Okay, next. Do we go to the elimination matches first or the playoff matches first? Let's go to the playoff matches first because they have the best teams, right? Karmic versus Furia. This could also be Karmic versus Vitality if Vitality wins that, by the way. Same with Energy and Dignitas. It could easily be Ultimates versus Falcons. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Easily. But Karmic versus Furia. Again, I don't see Karmic losing before the playoff stage. I really don't. But I think Furia coming hot. Ooh, nah, but it's Carmen Corp. I think it's a 3-1. I'm sorry, it's Carmen Corp. They're like they just look so good. The only time they lose just when they get something is GK, which doesn't make sense to me. But I think I don't see them losing. They just look too good. Atto, Vatira, and Jolly. Jolly especially. I mean, if Jolly wins this tournament, he is just straight up the undisputed best Rocket player in the world right now. And I don't see them losing at least in the Swiss stage. I think they're gonna come in strong. I think they're gonna prove to everyone like we are here, all might type B. So yeah, man. Next is Energy and Dignitas. Oh man. You know, Energy should win this, but I actually feel like Dignitas gonna win. Again, I've said this before. I feel like Energy. I know they just won against Ultimates. That is kind of ironic, but Energy during the I don't know. I think during the Swiss stage again, sometimes they don't come in too hard. Like they win against teams that they should win against, but I don't know. I think there is a chance they get upset here. Now they've gone to game 5 every single time because again, I haven't given Energy that much grace. I've been harsh on Energy, and I know Energy is a team that can absolutely win the whole thing, and I've been harsh against them. But they've also gone up against good teams. Energy don't have an easy bracket. They have to win against Genji, then Ultimates, now Dignitas. They do not have an easy bracket coming for them. Not like Dignitas has an easier bracket. Complexity to Falcons. Ooh. But I had them, yeah. Game 5 every single time. a lot of game fives happening here, but I think Dignitas takes it. I don't know, man. I have a feeling because Energy doesn't do too hot in uh Swiss stage. Dignitas does, Joreus specifically does do hot in Swiss stage, so I think they come in, they win. Not comfortably, 3-2, close series. That's my prediction. Okay, next we have the 1-1 stage. So these are the teams that have won one and lost one. Vita the complexity, I think it's gonna be a close series, but yeah, man. Unfortunately, complexity, I think this is going to be a 3-1. We'll give you one game. We'll give you one game, one constellation game, constellation game. And look at that, Falcons Twisted Mind playing against each other. So they've had a big rivalries throughout in the MENA region, right? But once again, I do think Falcons comes out on top. I think like they've won 2 out of 3 times they've gone up against each other, and I think they're coming on top again. I think Tissamans will give them a good like series though, no cap. Ultimates Genji. This is the grand final in the most recent Open, where Genji won it in Game 7. But I think Ultimates will have analyzed them, and you see where this is going now. I think Ultimates will have analyzed them after the recent like lost and figure it out, and I think they will sweep. I think so. Sorry, Genji. I think Ultimates gonna come in strong. They're gonna come in dominant for this, right? Um, Despite having just lost to NRG, but I think they're gonna bounce back. Next is GK and Wildcard. Ooh. Oh man. Oh man, let me look at Wildcard again. Cause that was Torsos, yeah, Fever and Banana Head. Oh bro. I think this is gonna be one of the most entertaining series all day. I don't know if it's gonna happen day one or day two. I don't know if it's gonna happen on Thursday or Friday. I think it's gonna be one of the most entertaining series. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I think 3-2 GK. I think it's gonna be entertaining as hell. Though. I think there'll be like so many cool goals, so much back and forth. Like every game is gonna be cinema, bro. Cinema, cinema. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the most entertaining game ever, series ever. I'm telling you. So that's how I see that going. Next, we have the elimination matches. We have Chiefs versus FUT. I think this is the only series FUT actually gives a good impression, but I think Chiefs got it. Yeah, FPT just gets 3-0 out the tournament, just like the Virtuoso team. I don't know why I'm singling out Virtuoso, but he's the only player that I remember from that team. Just like they also got 3-0 out of Worlds. Yeah, I think you're gone, but I do think they give a good shot here. And then Secret versus Luminosity. Actually, Secret went 0-2. Who did they play against to go 0-2? Falcons fair. And then complexity. Ah, yeah, that could go either way. That's unfortunate for Secret. That's a good team. That's not a team that they might very well might not go 0-2 here. But I don't think they're losing to Luminosity. I do think they're sweeping. I'm not gonna lie to you. And now we can see the updated Bucol scores. Now the Bucol scores should be all over the place, right? Chiefs and Team Secret are -3. Makes sense because complexity lost, right? Yeah. So complexity lost. This means that Team Secret is not doing too hot, and then Team Secret again. Falcons. No, Falcons has lost as well against Dignitas. So that's why their Bucol score is -3. Chiefs as well. That makes sense though. When you're an 0-2, it makes sense that you're -3. Ultimates is also on -3. Why? Is it because they lost against NRG? Why is Ultimates? Or I guess the teams they're winning against haven't been doing too hot. They lost against NRG, but NRG lost as well. That makes sense. Energy lost, and then Luminosity's lost a lot. Yeah, so that explains why Ultimates has such a low Bucol score, because they won against a team that got swept out the tournament and lost to NRG, who then lost to Dignitas, and then they won against Genji, who went 1-1, who lost to NRG as well. So that explains why the Bucol score is so low. Whereas NRG's Bucol score is high because they're winning or losing as teams that are doing really good. Like I guess like Ultimate. I don't know, like Genji. I don't know why the Bucol and Furious Bucol score is pretty high too. That makes sense actually. So the two teams that go 2-0 and lose, their Bucol score will be high. That makes a lot of sense. Falcons Bugle score 1, Vitality -1, GK still -1. Okay. And yeah, Luminosity and FUT are not eliminated out of the tournament. I do expect them to be the two teams that go 0-3. So yeah. Okay, now we have another elimination game and another playoff game or playoff confirmation game. So Energy GK. Oh man, this GK team. I have no clue to expect out of this GK team coming into this major because, like, man, they they didn't do too hard in the first two opens, but that open three, if they can replicate that Sunday, they really can win against NRG and any team ever, right? But I think Energy bounced back, right? They're gonna see, okay, we lost against Dignitas, but like, come on, guys, shut up, kid. I was talking Norwegian there. I basically said, like, wake up, get over yourselves in Norwegian. I think they got it. I think they got it. I think GK they get a one game. GK's gotten one games against Carmen Corp as well. They've gotten one games off some of the best teams here, so we'll give them that much. But yeah, unfortunately, that's how it goes. Um, you know what? Actually, I think I'll upload this closer. I'm recording this the 14th of March, but I think I'll actually upload this closer to the tournament date just to build up more hype. Because if I upload it now, the hype will have died down by the time the tournament comes out. So or comes about. So I think that's what I'll do. Just for anyone wondering. Okay, Furia and the Ultimate. Oh man, that really can go either way. Oh, that's really a 50-50 matchup. Ooh. How serious one? They've lost against Carmine Corp, but before that they did beat Vitality. I can speak. Beat Chiefs, beat Vitality. That's impressive actually scoreline there, and they lost to Carmine Corp. Whereas Ultimates, yeah, they've had a bit of they've coming in off of sweeping Genji though. That's gonna give them a boost of confidence. Lost to Energy, but won against Luminosity. Okay. Again, a sweeping Genji's gotta give him a boost of confidence there. But I think it's gonna be a close series. I think it's gonna be a very hype series 3-2. Falcons Vitality. I think Vitality is gonna struggle. I think in the Worlds last time they struggled, and I think they're gonna struggle again. I think Falcons this is their turn to go through. But I mean I'm fairly confident that they will make it through the 2-2 stage. So that Vitality should be fine. But I think this is the stage where Falcons go through, and Vitality gonna have to play one more series. I think so. Even though they just beat Complexity. But okay. And then for the elimination matches, Complexity and Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie to Complexity. You go through 3-0. Sorry, Chiefs. That's where your run ends. That's where your tournament ends. Unfortunately, the only series you won't win against SVT, and even that's a game 5. And before then, you only got swept. No, they got 3-1 by Fury. Okay, they took one game off Fury. I'll give you okay, but yeah, unfortunate Chiefs. They did not have the best tournament. Yeah. Wildcard in secret. This I'm sorry, OC, but this is where you go. But I think you'll give them a close series. But this is where you go, bro. I think Secret is too good of a team. I think they got it. Team Secret, you got it. Am I right? Team Secret. Yeah, man. Wildcard, yeah, coming in off of GK loss. Secret coming in off a easy sweep. Hopefully, maybe I don't know against Luminosity, APAC team. And then Twisted Mind Genji. Oh, one of these teams is getting eliminated? Oh, woo. Oh man. How did Genji get here? Genji lost twice? How? Energy, okay, fair? They won that. And who did they lose to? That's fair too. Nah, Genji don't have they really don't have an easy bracket. Luminos is the only easy series they have. And then now they're Twisted Minds. Ay, ay, ay. That's gonna be a close series. Boy, oh boy. Oh no. Oh no! One of these teams getting eliminated. That feels too early. Both of these teams feel like they should go to at least to the 2-2 stage. Maybe not to playoff stage, but 2-2, right? Oh man! And Genji after that crazy run as well. They had that crazy run, but I just I don't feel they can replicate it. I think they go 3-1. I think they go out here. I don't think they can replicate it. I think this is where their journey ends and Twisted Minds go through. I think so. Oh, they go through the 2-2 series. That's crazy to me, man. Sorry, Genji. That's insane to me, man. That those two teams go up against each other like that. And next we have the 2-2 series, and oh boy. Oh no. I'm already seeing these matchups. These matchups are gonna be crazy. Well, other than Fury Secret, I think that's a comfortable 3-1 for Fury. I think they can do that. So Secret, they beat Wildcard. Even if Wildcard wins this against Secret, I still think Fury's got them. And didn't Fury beat them before in the tournament as well? Wildcard, they lost against GK. Wildcard lost against Karmic Corp. Okay, never mind, they didn't. But yeah, I think that's how I see it going. So Wildcard won two series against FUT and against wait, what's the second series they won? Wildcard must have won two series. No, Wildcard lost twice. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, they lost twice and only won one series against FUT. Okay. Back down to GK. Do we think GK is gonna do a crazy run? I don't know. I don't know what to expect with this GK team. I generally don't. What series? I've given them a series against Valkyr, which is crazy. That could go either way too. I could see Valkyr win that. Nah, actually, I don't see Valkyr win. I do see GK win that. And then they won against. Who did they win against? They won against FUT. GK's bracket is not that difficult getting here. Like it's not that difficult. They did lose to NRG though. They did have a top series there, and they did lose to Karmic Corp. We have complexity twisted minds. Oh, I don't know how any of these are gonna go. Vitality GK Esports. I've gotta go with Vitality, but I want it to be a hype series, 3-2. I want it to be a hype series. I want GK to go out in style. Like Vitality has had a rough run to get here. By the way, three lost against Spalkus 3-2. Won against Complexity, okay, 3-1. Lost against Fear 3-1. That's crazy, bro. They did beat Twisted Mind though. Okay, yeah, I think I cannot see a playoff stage with no Vitality in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, two of the players in Team Vitality, they just win worlds. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give it to them. Complexity Twisted Minds. I think it's gonna be a hype series as well. But I think, yeah, Twisted Minds win. I think it's gonna be a hype series. It could go either way. Genuinely could go either way. Both of these teams are world class. But yeah, I mean, Twisted Minds can give Falcons a run for their money, and I'm always gonna give it to Falcons against Complexity. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's gonna be a cool series. That's how I predict the Swiss stage will go, y'all. Wow, no Complexity, no Genji in the playoff stage. The rest is a bit more GK though. Oh my goodness. I do hope GK does a crazy one. I hope GK like in Worlds they also did a crazy run. They made it to playoffs and did did crazy things. Even though I never could have predicted that. They were Oxygen at the time though. They were called GK. They were called Oxygen, and it was Joey and Archie, and they didn't have Oli. They had someone else, didn't they, at the time? Joey, Archie, and someone else. Snasky was still their coach though. I forgot who they had as their third. But that Joey and Archie combination, it's fun to watch. And then we can see their bugle scores once and for all. So these are all the eliminated teams. That's crazy. And these are all the teams that make it through. So Dignitas actually the highest pickle score. So now you can see Dignitas, despite having the same series score as Carmine Corp, and despite having actually more losses in games than Carmine Corp do, because their pickle score is so much higher, they're like the number one seed coming into the playoff stage, where Carmine Corp are only the number two seed. Because the teams that Carmine Corp have to beat are easier than the teams Dignitas had to beat. They had to beat Wildcard, GK, and Furia, whereas Dignitas had to beat Complexity, Falcons, and NRG, which are harder teams, or at least teams that perform better than these three teams did in the major so far. Falcons have a really high Buccal score. Holy crap! It's because they had to. They have a 4 Buccal score. That's unbelievable. They had to beat Team Secret, who didn't make it. And then they had to beat. They lost against Dignitas. One against System and Vitality, which who both made it. I think that's why the Buccal score is so high. But yeah, that's how I predict things will go. Uh, and that's your 9 through 16 spot. 9 is complexity. That's fair. 9 and 10 being complexity and GK. I mean, they're so close to making it. Like it's just they barely didn't make it. Complexity have more games than GK. That's why they have a higher game score differential. But they also have a higher Buccal score. To be fair to them, Secret 9 and 11. Um, a bit lower games, but they also have a lower Buccal score. So whatever. The game differential doesn't matter at that point. Gen G, the fact that Gen G ends 12th is insane, bro. Gen G, bro. They had to go up against Twisted Mind. That's crazy. Twisted Mind's barely made the cut. And a wildcard being that low is crazy. Wildcard Chiefs, let me not say an FUT. Yeah, FUT -5. That's. It's because they lost to Chiefs as well. I think that's the biggest thing. Is they lost to Chiefs, and Chiefs didn't. That's the only team that they won against. Like that's the only team they won, and then get swept by Complexity. So that's why their vehicle score is so low. Alright, are we ready to go to the main event? I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I don't know how long this video is already, but let's go to the main event now. Now, all the teams should be set up. This is the upper quarterfinals, and this is the lower quarterfinals. So this is the top four, and this is the bottom four, basically. Now, if you go back to the Swiss stage, Dignitas and Energy are facing each other because they're the number 1 and number 4 coming into this. Look at the Buccal score, right? So Falcons have a higher Buccal score than NRG, so that's why they're the top four, and they both of them have a higher Buccal score than Team Ultimates. So despite Ultimates losing less games, they have a higher Buccal score, so that's why they go through. And that's the system. So Dignitas and NRG are the number 1 and number 4 seed. Karmic Corp and Falcons number 2, number 3 seed. Then we have Ultimate System Minds, which are the number 5 and 8 seeds. Ultimate number 5 seed, System Minds number 8 seed. And then number 6 and 7 seed, right? Fear and Vitality. Yeah, okay. Let's start with the upper quarterfinals because whoever wins these doesn't get eliminated, right? We start with Dignitas NRG. This is going to be not the last day, but it's gonna be day 3, not day 4. Day 4 is the last day. That's gonna be Sunday. But this is gonna happen on Saturday. Ooh. And the winner of this, by the way, goes here, and the loser of this goes here. So the loser of this has to play against the winner of Ultimates and Twisted Minds. Ah, DC! Oh my goodness! And these are all best of sevens too. I think Energy will have heated up a little bit, but I don't know. Joris has already broken his playoff streak. You got it. I'm giving Dignitas a lot of favors here, but I've actually niced them. They've number 1 seed. They've gone 3-0, beaten Energy and Falcons and Complexity. I've given Dignitas a lot of favors and beating Energy again. I think they do it again. They beat them last time, and I think they do it again. That's unlikely to happen that they beat Energy twice. Now looking back at that, I don't think. I don't think. Nah, never mind. I don't think Dignitas is beating Energy twice. Once maybe, but not twice. We're gonna give it to. We're gonna give it 4-2. Yeah. No. Like Dignitas is not beating. I was actually gonna give it to Dignitas, but you're not beating NOD twice. Like Sathi, big coach man, is gonna figure out a way to counter them. And in fact, I'll give them the 4-1 in opposite direction. But as it could go either way. All of these series could generally go either way, y'all. That it's so fickle. Like Rocket League like tournaments and games are so fickle. Could Jane go either way? However, Dignitas is not eliminated yet, so they have that. They have some leverage. It's just that now they're in the quarterfinals instead of being in the semifinals. Karmic Corp and Falcons. Oh man. Also, the fact that NRG is the number 4 seed coming into this is crazy in my opinion. Okay, Karmic Corp and Falcons. Hmm. Oh man. Nah, I gotta give the Karmic Corp. But I think it's gonna be a close series. I think. Ooh, how many games does Falcons take? Two or three. It's either two or three, man. I think three. I think it's gonna be a super close series. There we go. Yeah. Oh man, and now Karmic Corp Energy in the semifinals. Okay. Next, Ultimates and Twisted Minds. So whoever loses this is eliminated. They're gone. I don't know, y'all. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling here. I'm giving it to Ultimates 4-2. Yeah. And then I think this series is gonna be super hype. 4-3. I think it's gonna be game 7 overtime. Furia's gonna come in hot. Whoa! And Vet's gonna come. Whoa! I think it's gonna be game 7 overtime. Super hype series. That's what I expect. And then we're moving on to Dignitas and Team Ultimates. Another series that could go either way, man. You really could go either way. I've been simping for Dignitas hardcore, and you can also see the placements here, by the way. On the right side, you can see all their placements. You'll see the amount of RLCS points, which, by the way, does carry through to the next split. So you want to get as many RLCS points as possible. You get 30, by the way. Let's go. You can make it to Major 2 and etc. And you can make it to Worlds. So you want to get as many points as possible. So Twisted Minds and Fear, unfortunately, this is where their run ends, according to me. Lumos and FUT only get 3 points, right? Because they're last place. So you're guaranteed 3 points at least. But also, the higher placement you get is not just the points. The higher placement you get, the more money you get. So your prize pool increases. So you want to win just to get more money too. More money is always nice. Although I doubt that most of the players are coming in here thinking of the money. Most of the players will want to get more points and want to win to show people like, oh, I'm good, I'm the best at Rocket League, right? That's when you prove. You want to prove that you're the best at Rocket League. So I doubt they'd be thinking about the money in the back of their minds, right? The organizations will, but that's their organization's responsibility to think about the money, not so much them. Okay, Dignitas and Ultimates. Did they face each other off in the Swiss stage at any point? No. Ultimates went 3-1 and only lost to Energy. Oh man. A lot of people are going to be talking about the Jorius curse, right? Bro, if LJ pops off, you know they can do it, dude. LJ and First Killer, you could definitely see them popping off and being indignant. Man. But I don't know, when Jorius pops off, I need to see more from that Stizzy defense, though. The Stizzy, I've been watching the EURLCS. Stizzy defense, man. I'm not fully convinced yet. I know that it's been getting better, but like, Dignitas, I think they'll get rewarded a lot by letting Stizzy just go crazy in offense and have Abjack be like solid foundation, because Abjack is just so all rounded. Like, he's so good at just being an all rounder. If they go with that, maybe. But I feel like Team Ultimates have a better defense, right? Like, I don't know. I'll take a Chronic over a Stizzy in defense. I think I'm going to give it to Team Ultimates. I think Dignitas, sadly, this is where they go out. I think they get 4-2 again. Oh, that'd be so sad too. I'd be so sad for Dignitas if this actually happens. They can't be that disappointed, but yeah, man. They made 5th place, I guess, but man, that's tragic. Falcons and Vitality. Oh, baby. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Oh, bro. This is crazy, bro. These series are. I genuinely could go either way. I think they played each other in the Swiss stage. And Falcons won last time. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, goodness me. Vitality also coming off coming off of a 4-3 win against Furia. Super close hype series game 7 overtime, right? I think they continue. I think they continue. I think that's where Falcons run ends. And look at me here. Look at me here. Going from giving Falcons the win in Worlds to having them lose and getting fifth and sixth, like sixth place. That's crazy. Not even semifinals for Falcons. Oh, that series could go either way. I don't know. Yeah, man. So Falcons win against Vitality in the Swiss stage, but when it matters more in the playoffs, I think Vitality takes it. Then we have Common Corporate Team Ultimates. No, actually no. I think going to the grand finals, Common Corp's coming in strong. I think they are sweeping Team Ultimates. They're shutting them down. They're like, mm. Did they play each other before? I don't think they did. You know, they didn't. I think they come. I think Comic Corp come in hot. Ultimates, unfortunately, this is where the run ends. Although I think Ultimates will be happy with the semifinals and beating Dignitas as well. Getting here, I think that's solid. I mean, Energy has never not made the grand final. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give it to them 4-3. You've got. This is the grand final we're all expecting. Like, let's be honest here. EU versus NA. Carmen Corp EU number one seed. NRG NA number one seed. This is the grand final we're all expecting. This is the grand final we you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna go to game 7 overtime. Same thing with Energy Vitality. It's gonna be a super cool series. Energy's like, yeah, we're beating your number 2 EU team, and now we're about to beat your number 1 EU team. Watch us. That's what I predict. But this is crazy, bro. Karmic Corp Energy. I mean, this is the most predictable grand finals, isn't it? EU number one and NA number one. I mean, but the reason why Energy, I think I cannot put Energy not in the grand finals. You know what I'm saying? I think I put them in grand finals too against Team Falcons, didn't I? During the Worlds prediction. I've just got Energy's just never not made the grand final every single time. The entirety of last year, they don't stop. They did they did lose to Gentlemate in the first major last year. That was in Copenhagen, Denmark. Um, and then they won Major 2 in London against Team Falcons, who didn't make the semifinals now, according to my prediction. And now, and in Worlds, they made to the grand finals and then lost against BDS, one of the players in the team being Jolly from Carmine Corp right now. So this will be like a revenge match for NRG in a way, for Atomic and them, right? And this is also going to be a revenge match, actually, for Atomic. Yeah, because Vitality has Exotic and Monkey Moon. So they're going to get the revenge here. And now this is another revenge match. Can NRG, like, fully take their vengeance back in EU against EU in EU turf? They're going to be in EU turf. They're going to be in France playing this, I believe. I think the majors in World. No, wait, not going to be France. That's Worlds. I'm stupid. This is going to be in Birmingham. What am I talking about? In EU, that's still EU. Like Birmingham, that's still in the UK. That's still EU turf. That's Karmine Corp is still gonna get more hype than NRG are just because they're EU, right? Even though not all three players are French, even although they are Birmingham, that's England. They are British. They don't like the French all that much. The British do. They really don't. Um, could go either way. Energy just consistently makes grand finals, though. I just don't see a world where Energy don't make grand finals. Beast Mode's gonna pop off in the last day, right? Beast Mode's gonna go crazy. Karmi Corp, GG. You take it. I I I think this is the most likely scenario because Karmi Corp are like the best team in the world right now. But it's not just that. I think it would be so sick to see a world where like Karmi Corp wins and in a game 7 overtime. I want this to be game 7 overtime and I want this to be game 7 overtime. And I just want to see the world where Drawley is the undisputed best player in the world. Like, that'd be so hype to me. Like Karmi Corp wins and we just walk out saying, "So yeah, Drawley's the best player in the world right now, right?" Yeah, I think that's it's meant to be, bro. Drawley, you Moroccan king, it's on you, man. You and your team, you got this. Good luck. This high predict RLCS Major One Birmingham to go in 2 weeks' time. Actually, less than 2 weeks' time. 13 days' time. So yeah, I'll upload this a couple days before. The major starts on Thursday. I'll upload this maybe on Wednesday or something, right? The day before the major happens. Y'all won't know though. Y'all won't know I'm recorded a prediction video like this until then. So that's how we're gonna do it. And that's how we're gonna end it. We can go back and look at the Swiss stage again. If you guys want to look at the Buchel score, wait, the Buchel score doesn't, yeah, it doesn't count for what happened in the main event, does it? Does it? Yeah, there's no Buchel score here. So the Buchel score is only, but obviously, Buchel score is not relevant in the playoff stage. It's really only relevant in the Swiss stage to decide everyone's placements going into the playoffs. But yeah, we can look at the Swiss stage again, or the group stage, whatever you want to call it. So here we have no upsets happening. Here we have two upsets happening with Dignitas and Furia, right? And here I guess Complexity is technically an upset against Secret. I don't think so, but okay. Dignitas, that is an upset against NRG. That's fair enough. No upsets here. And then Ultimates versus Furia, that is apparently an upset. That's only because I had Furia lose. No, because I had Ultimates winning. No, but I don't know why that's an upset then. I guess because Ultimate's number 2 seed, whereas Furia's number 1 seed, Sam. An upset there, and then an upset there, yeah, sure. So y'all can look at this again. Look at my fully finished Swiss stage bracket. This is my prediction for how things will go, and then my main event bracket for how I think the main event will go. Genuinely, no clue how it will actually go. Like, Karmic Corp Energy. This grand final could easily be friggin' Vitality Falcons or something. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. Furia could make it all the way over here against Karmic Corp or something. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible to predict. So we'll just have to wait and see. I don't see a world where Energy don't make the grand final though. Like Energy's consistently made grand finals, or they're called G2. For anyone wondering, I should probably have said that by now. For any of you who haven't been following along the split so far, the last 3 months, NRG, that is, this team picked up, NRG, the organization picked up the G2 squads because G2, the organization left Rocket League Esports completely. So there's that for context. And yeah, that's how I think it will go. Good luck, Karmic Corp. This time we don't get a picture, an image like last time, like in the Worlds thing. When I had Falcons winning, we saw an image of the 3 boyos from Falcons like celebrating, but we don't get to see that here for Karmic Corp. For you can see for Energy, maybe for Energy it exists. Don't worry, I'm not changing my prediction. I'm just checking. No, we don't get to see that. Okay, never mind. Don't worry, I'm not changing my prediction. Don't worry, don't worry. This is my final prediction. It's still Karmic Corp. We'll see how it goes. Karmic Corp number 1, Energy number 2, Ultimates and Vitality number 3 and 4 seed. I mean, this is a very likely result. Dignitas, Falcons, 5th and 6th. Twisted Minds, Furia, Complexity, GK, Secret, Genji, Wildcard, Chiefs, Luminosity, FUT. That's how I think it will go. Genji could. I think they got a little bit shafted. I'm not gonna lie, I could see them going higher. That is a bit crazy from me there. GK, if they pull a crazy run, who knows? Same thing with Twisted Minds, Furia. I mean, they so many of these teams could win worlds. You never know. But yeah, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed this prediction video from me, at least as much as I have enjoyed predicting and going through it with you all. I'm excited for Worlds. See you guys for me in 2 weeks time, but see you guys tomorrow for the first day of Worlds. You know I'll be tuning in from the very beginning, seeing if my predictions are right. Actually, I won't be seeing if my predictions are right. I'll probably have forgotten this prediction video by the time this comes out. And by the time I watch Worlds, it's the same thing. Oh, Birmingham, the Major, sorry. Because even with Worlds, when I was watching Worlds, I completely forgot what predictions were. I know that my final prediction was wrong, that I had Falcons winning, and I know that that was wrong because BDS ended up winning, and Falcons didn't make it to the grand finals. It was BDS versus G2 at the time. Now they're called NRG. But I believe my initial grand finals was NRG and Falcons, wasn't it? Or maybe it was Carmine Corp and Falcons. I don't remember. Or G2 and Falcons. I should say G2. At the time they were called G2. Now they're called NRG. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch my prediction again. Like, I'm not gonna watch his prediction video when it comes out. I'll just watch the major as it happens, and just like I did with Worlds, I still don't really know how accurate my Worlds prediction was compared to how it actually unfolded, and I probably won't know for this either. You guys might want to check this out after Worlds happen and see how accurate all these predictions are, right? Y'all can do that for yourselves. Here are the predictions. Go ahead. I'm probably not gonna do that. Here's my 1v1 prediction too. Moxie versus Yan. This already happened. These are results already happened. It's only the grand final that we're gonna get to see in Birmingham, by the way. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. At least as much as I enjoyed doing this and going through this with you all. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Never actually, because I'll be gone for several months. This is the last, or one of two last big videos that I'm gonna be doing. Um, that I'm gonna be doing before I go. And if you've been following through my channel, you know where I'll be going. So I'll be going. I won't be making any videos for many, many months. Who knows how long it will be? But yeah, this is one of the two last big videos that I'll make. The last big video that I'll make, I haven't recorded yet, but it might actually come out before this video comes out that you're watching right now. In fact, we'll see. Depends. It's the winter video, the winter 2025 video. So if you know, you know. If you've been watching my channel, you know. But okay, so yeah, see you guys for that winter video. If it's already come out, then I'll see you guys in a couple of months. This is going to be the last video I make until at least until the One Piece chapter comes out. The One Piece chapter reaction will be the last video I really make officially, like fully, until I'm gone for many months. So that'll be it for me. So for who knows how long. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching this at least as much as I enjoyed doing all of this. And yeah, okay, y'all. I'll see you. I'll see you. Who knows when? Right? One more One Piece chapter reaction, and then I'm gone. So have a good time, y'all. I hope these upcoming months without me, without my uploads, will be serving you good. You can also check out my older uploads if you miss me that much. Am I right? Haha. But yeah, I'm just joking. All right, I'll see you guys one day. I'll come back one day. All right, y'all. Peace.